Over the holidays, we haven't had a lot of time for a lot of stuff. A lot of people coming in and out, a lot of family members. It's good to see everybody again. This was New Year's right here at my mother's house, which was originally with my grandmother's house, but she passed when I was like 10 years old. But I was really, really close to my grandmother, so it was nice to go back, relive some old memories. Can never go wrong with that. I hope everybody had a great New Year's. I don't know how many people get nostalgia feeling, but every time I walk in this garage and I see this 1950 Ford that we're doing the chop top on, I feel like a little kid, and I feel like the old days, the old times. All I want to do is listen to oldies and rockabilly and doo-wop music and just hang out and stare at this car. It's just such a cool feeling. I think that's a big part of why I wanted to go back to my grandmother's. Some of the best people I've ever met is through cars, and all the opportunities that I'm getting now is through cars and trucks. It's wild, it's amazing, and I really like where we're going with the YouTube thing. And I hope everybody else does too. We all got sick just after New Year's, I think the day after. So I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll get back to it. Our goal is to have 2 or 3 videos out per week in the future. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you. Get your kids in there, get them helping, get them welding. It's good for them too. My son's 15 years old and he does a lot of the tacking, a lot of the welding. He's even starting to make shapes and pieces now, so that's always cool. I always like watching him learn and start making shapes and stuff like that, where he can start welding them in, little slivers, pieces and stuff like that. Make sure you keep your kids involved, because this is a dying deal, working in the garage with your dad. This next generation of fathers, I don't know if we'll see too many more kids building cars anymore. I hope it never goes away, but I don't know, I have my doubts, you know what I mean? I'm in there welding everything up. Just took the brace out of it because I think the window's in there where it's gonna be. Everything's welded up around it. Now we just gotta finish tacking everything. Tack a little bit on one side, tack a little bit on the other, that way it's pulling the same-ish. It's not gonna be perfect. And like I said, we're gonna need some body work and stuff, but it's all right. We'll get it figured out.
I think this side's good.
Got that side good?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know how to do the rest of them?
You clamp this and then cut it flush with that one right there, right?
Yeah. If you think you can do it, go ahead and do it.
Okay. I need to. Organization is, I'm trapped.
Why are you trapped?
Well, because I got a cord going here for the ground, and I got the grinder here, which that was my fault for putting it there.
Yes, it was. You're doing good. Getting those in there, get them all nice tight. We probably should have welded up before, but oh well.
Stay.
Tyler mostly did this panel over here, all on his lonesome. He even made a couple little pieces.
I'm getting better.
You are getting better. That's all it takes, man. Just get in there and do it.
As the day goes.
We don't do the best, cleanest work, but we get the job done. Even my fiance Kaylee she took some time off. So when mama takes some time off, you gotta just take some time off. Uh-oh. There's my father-in-law. Father-in-law's in the house. He's hanging out too. We just got a lot of family in. It's the holidays. You gotta have family, right? What do you think, Kevin? Hello. Oh, that's gonna burn. Here, do this. Hook that, yep, and pull up real hard and then tack it. It'll come right together, yep, just like that. Good boy. Don't ever use your hand underneath the weld. That's bad. Bad juju. Good? Yeah, that's pretty straight there. It's pretty straight. Okay, give it a minute. Look at what you're doing. Ain't no thing to stop and look and see what you're doing. You really got to worry about warping those. Those are actually pretty thick, but
they blow through pretty easy, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think you're just going right between the crack. You're not really blowing through it. There you go. And one thing that helps me is if I tack over on one side and then tack the other side. Tack one, so you're kind of like crisscrossing. Yeah, you're kind of weaving back and forth. Is that one better?
Yeah. Weaving it is easier.
Yeah.
Just regular mechanic wire.
Oh yeah. We use that. Yeah.
Bingo.
We've used hangers. We've used everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of people in my comments are like, "You need a hanger," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. We just haven't gone and got it. We haven't gone and got any."
Yep.
Another thing I use is the little dent pullers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. I'll use. Here, show me one real quick. So these work just like the wire trick.
Yep.
These work just like the wire trick for your dent puller unispotter, and they work fill great in gaps too, and they're cheap. These are way cheaper than buying the rod that you can buy. I don't know if they're cheaper than a hanger, but they're still pretty cheap. So we use a lot of these. A little longer. There you go. Now move. There you go. Yep. Exactly. It should sound the same all the way across. You could probably honestly just weld it straight, not let go of it. But... Whoa.
Said to go straight. Hey, it was good.
No, it is good. That's pretty thick metal. It's not gonna.
Can you see it now?
Blow through, but no, don't do that. You're gonna burn yourself, dummy. Especially on the back of your hand, it's not near as tough as the bottom of your hand. All right, you got a couple of little cleanup welds here. Yeah, you got a couple more cleanup welds on this side, but that's it. But you can move to that one, and then just keep on going.
Keep on keeping on.
Can I trust you to do it by yourself? Let's see.
I did that one. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the one that panel I did on this side was actually was rougher than that one. That one we haven't even hammered and dollied or anything. The other one on the other side was rougher than this one. So we're starting to figure it out, you know. Maybe a little less hammering. And I hammered dollied this one just a little bit. Hammered dollied this one just a little bit, and it's a lot better. It ain't perfect, but you know, without English wheel and stuff, I want the shape first. That's my main concern, is get the shape no matter what, and then do the rest. If you can get the shape, then you can get the rest of it. Still got to work on the doors quite a bit. Doors aren't quite aligning just right. I think I might cut this again and move that up just a little bit, because it's a little tighter right there than it is right here. I don't want to get in a hurry with this at all, so yeah. Got a few little pieces to make still. After that, it's just welding. We can take the braces out now. Get the braces all taken out of there. And finally, we can jump on this motor and get this motor out probably next day or two, once we get everything kind of welded up. Oh man, those are looking straight. Just a little up tappy. That's good. I'd weld it. Get those all back together. I was gonna overlap them. So I was gonna overlap them how I had them clamped, and Tyler wasn't living with it. He wasn't cool with it. You can talk, Tyler. You're focused. Nice, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, Tyler was like, no, we're gonna cut and butt weld them. So that's what he's doing now. I said, well, if that's what you want to do, then get to doing it. And he didn't hesitate. He jumped right in there and did it. So that's cool. And like I said, explained before, the reason I didn't want to take this off is because the seat still mounts right here. I didn't change any of that stuff. If you look right there, that's all original. That bar goes all the way across and holds the car together. And the seat right there mounts on both of those tabs over there. And then the seat belts and everything will be in the same spot. Everything will be the same. That's why we ended up cutting that in half and just sliding it forward about 3 inches. Well, I think it's about 2 inches, but about 2 inches we slid it forward.
Can't see.
Did you blind yourself?
No, it was fogging up my glasses.
Oh. That was weird. I couldn't see.
I'm blind. I'm sorry, hey, blind. I can see clearly now.
Who says it like that?
No, I started noticing.
I was like, did you have the auto dimmer on, dummy?
I just started noticing it, and I was like,
wait, I can't see.
Can't see.
It was the way you said it was like, what? I thought, we got to go to the hospital now or what? What? Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, we didn't want to move any of this because that's all original. The seat will go back in, everything will go back in this car. All we did was cut the top. So, no. Chop. I really likes welding. You still thinking about doing this?
I'm going to WCCC next year.
WCCC for welding?
Yeah.
He's going to be taking a welding class next year.
Yeah.
He took small engines this year.
Yeah.
You learned a lot in there too because he came home and started talking about camshafts and different stuff. And I was like, are you the same guy?
Well, once you start doing it more and more, you start learning different things. And then once you start getting better at like not just strictly cars,
yeah,
like mowers.
Yeah, broaden your horizons.
You can take them anywhere you go.
Yeah.
So,
those are skills that you should have for the rest of your life, pal. This is gonna be all your video, man. I'm just standing around watching it. I kind of like it. I need to do more of this. Just take your time. Don't get in a hurry. Don't do that. You ain't supposed to do that. Just because I do that don't mean you can do that, Tyler. Do as I say, not as I do. That clamp or that gap won't be big once you get it clamped, and you got to pick it up. So grab that clamp, like put your finger in that clamp. No, right there. Yep, and then pull up. See? That's what you got to do to tack it. Yep. Now clamp it on the other side. Just like that. Yep. Gotta work on your angles. And get it tacked up.
go up or down?
Actually, I think you're pretty straight, man. Yeah. Go ahead and start buzzing her in. Are you going away from yourself or are you going forward? Which way are you pushing the wire? Where are you? Well, I know, but where are you starting?
Starting here and working this way.
Backwards. You need to just pick a direction and stick with it. I push wire. I never pull wire. It's all right. Once you get it glowing and fat, you just keep carrying it across. It's always easier to push, but I feel. Some guys who tack and weld, they swear you pull wire, which I don't understand. But
I like pulling it. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. You need to push it. That way you're pushing the weld into what you're doing. When you're pulling weld, to me, it just piles up. When you're pushing it flat and you're pushing it into what you're welding so it penetrates more. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm not a professional welder. So if you push your weld like that and follow your puddle, yep. And I'll almost guarantee you that weld's going to be flatter and look better, and it'll be stronger than this one that's just piled up. All right, let's see what we got so far. Oh, look at that. It's laying down in there compared to how you were. See how that one's just so big? That one's laying down in there. So keep pushing. That's but we got it figured out now. I didn't know you were pulling it. But there's nothing wrong with what you did here. Nothing wrong with what you did here. You just, different ways. You'll get it. You'll pick it up. And welding this thin stuff is really, really hard. So, I mean, if you can weld this thin stuff like that, you're only going to get better. Seriously. These deals made. I cut this one a little funny. Just because I didn't put enough angle in it. But that's okay. Yeah, I cut this one just a little funny, so I ended up making up another piece. That's not a very big weld. You know what would have been easier? We would have welded it before we put the side panels on. Why didn't you think of that?
I didn't remember.
You didn't remember?
Why didn't you?
Perfect. Get a couple tackaroos on there and call it a day, sir. Let's get a couple tacks on, you'll be all right. Maybe I'll weld it. Oh, that sounded good. Okay, one on the other side of that clamp.
Yeah. Nope, nope. You missed. Did I? Yep. You got it on this side, not the other side. There you go.
Got her? Alrighty. Here's what you weld my clamp. Oh, dude, I weld clamps all the time. I weld hammers because I always use hammers to push on stuff, so I weld them all the time. Yeah, he wants to learn. You know, a hammer and a rock. I don't think that came out too bad. And we're not done. Like I said, it's not done. So I think a lot of people thought that it was done and we were just leaving it like that. Now we're gonna go back through, hammer and dolly it. It'll be pretty smooth. It won't be perfect. We'll never get every little ding out of it, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Every car takes a little body work, so we're not too worried about that. Tyler's been working on these. He's done a great job. Go back through with the wire wheel on those. Probably paint that all black with some Rust-Oleum before we get, ever put the glass in there. Be a lot easier to do it now. But I think the top's really coming together. It's pretty symmetrical as far as I can tell. They are really close. This one has not been hammer and dollied at all. And this one actually looks better now without being hammer and dollied than this one did. So this one has been hammer and dollied just a little bit. This one has not been hammer and dollied. All it's been is shaped the same exact way. We did it the same way. Tyler did a lot of work on this side and did a lot of it, actually cut it in and did all the tacking, and pretty proud of that kid. He's been coming in here and hanging out. So when he wants to come in here and hang out, he can do all the tacks that he wants because there's a million of them. So if he wants to come in here and work and do stuff, I love it. I can't believe that he likes to. He's been working in the garage since he was like 4 years old with me. So it's really, really cool. Sometimes he doesn't want to, and sometimes he does. So when the days that he does, I appreciate it, and I put him right to work and let him kind of do what he likes to do. And I know his thing is welding. He likes to weld, even if it's just tacks. He likes to figure things out. So that's what I have him do. I think it's the best thing. If that's what he's into, then I think why not? Why not just let him do it? Hey, everybody, it's next day, and unfortunately, I think everybody's getting sick. And I told you we took a couple days off. Well, how fitting it is when you take a couple days off to get sick. So Kaylee's in the house. She's got COVID. I don't know if I believe in all the COVID stuff, but I don't know. It's just one of those things, I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about COVID or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's, I'll just leave it at that. You know what I mean? Try to stay out of the house as much as possible. It's really impossible, especially when you have a 5-year-old. But, other kids I think are doing okay. Tyler's kind of staying in his room, and I'm staying in my room out here. But, I'm not going to be able to do that very much longer. She's getting pretty sick. I think everybody's starting to slow down a little bit. All the comments are amazing. Thank you guys so much. We're doing the best we can with what we have. We will buy more equipment. We will get more equipment. We'll get better. That's all we can do is get better. I know we're going to get better. We're going to do better. We're going to do more things. I don't know if I want to put an LS motor in this thing. I'm not an LS hater. My S10 has a turbo LS motor in it. I'm not an LS hater. I just kind of want to keep that for something else. And I don't know, but right now it is all we have. So probably going to get the LS treatment, get running and driving, maybe get the glass working, get the glass in it, maybe sand it and paint it, or if somebody wants to buy it and finish it, let me know. We're going to do the best we can to get 2 to 3 videos out a week starting as soon as we get back. I promise we're going to really start knocking this thing out. The progress during the holidays was not very good, and now it's going to be even longer. And we apologize for that. And it wasn't our intention. We just wanted to hang out, and then we hung out for a few days and everybody got sick. So now we're going to hang out for a few more days. So I need some good luck coming my way. But we appreciate you guys. We're gonna put this video out. Thank you for everything. Appreciate it. Good night.